That's not what I wanted. I wanted the thump to be the game falling out of the lid. Oh well, let's look in here. These can't be attacked. We can have Wonder Woman walk across and beat all the Germans for us, or we can do it ourselves.
Bitte was?
Tank A. Oh, you get a little baby tank. It does inspire German thoughts.
Nein! Nein!
Welcome back to Unboxandconquer. Today we have Pocket Landship and Pocket Landship No Man's Land expansion. This little guy. So this is a game by boardgames by Scott Allen. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. If I can find the camera. Look at that. There are no vowels.
Wow.
My American tongue cannot figure that out. But this is a small game for 1 to 2 players if you want to play cooperative. I believe this one creates the ability to play competitively. So that is great. Back into it. Alright, so we will start with the base game, which is set in an alternate world of early World War. There's mechs, there's a big ass mech right there. These are the landships, which was the early name for tanks, according to the British. And now it's cellophane time. That was not very good cellophane ripping. But whatever. We'll do. And then we just... that's not what I wanted. I wanted the thump to be the game falling out of the lid. Oh well, let's look in here. So, it's not a very complex game, but you got a very detailed rule book here. So that's always good. I always like a rule book that tells me how to play the game without me having to go and search online. So, we got some cards. Duh. Of course there's cards. It's a card dice game. If there were not cards, there would be a problem. So you're going to set up your mech with a hull, a cannon, and like either shock troops or sponsons. It's like a machine gun. You have to have a hull and you have to have a cannon. And then you get to choose what your extra artillery type deal is. So here is all the dice. They are 2 different sizes. The fighting dice are these big chunky black ones. And then these are all used for your health counters. And once I figure out my cards, I will demonstrate. But these are like, I don't know, 10mm dice. And these are like your standard. I don't know what the standard is.
Bruh.
Probably like 6, 8 or 6. But they are 2 different sizes. They are very clear to see, so that's nice. And if you're a dice goblin, you'll enjoy this. Alright, the organizer. Perfect for what this game is. So, we get a bunch of cards. And you're going to have to separate them by, like, types. So, let's do that really fast. Or as fast as I can. I'm sure Trevor can cut out whatever is taking too long. Make me speed up. These cards feel... well, they're not linen finish, and they feel alright, but they just kind of feel like card stock. I'm pretty confident that these are good quality and all that, but just going by the feel of the cards from all the other cards I touched lately, this one does feel more cardstocky. Like, it doesn't have as glossy a finish as other cards, which is fine. Like, not every card has to be shiny. I don't think you need to actually sleeve these, because there's not a whole lot of shuffle. Like, you shuffle at the beginning of the game. By the way, these are your bad guy cards. You're going to shuffle at the beginning of the game, and then that's pretty much it. So this is your choice of your ships. So there's your shock troopers. Those are sponsons. There's a hull, there's a different type of hull, there's a cannon, and if you heard that, a game just fell. I guess I'm slamming around too much. I'm sure there's rules on, like, if you're playing the campaign, you probably start with, like, these level 1 cards. Right there. And then work your way up to level 3s or 4s. So there's 4 choices for each type. So you'll get a hull, a cannon, and then a middle. Whatever, shock troopers or sponsons. Alright, so these are your commander cards. You'll choose one at the beginning of the game, and they are good for a one-time use ability during your turn, I guess. Yeah, apply 1 player attack to an exposed second line enemy unit. So you'll pick your commander. You have your various landship. Let's get those out of the way so we can see what else we got going on. And I will talk briefly about gameplay in a second. So you also can earn advantages. I have to look at the rules because I don't think I can remember how you get advantages. I think it's as you beat the enemies, you'll get one. And again, they give you additional abilities to use to win the game. And that's what you want. So, I don't know why I keep moving around. Just put them down. So these are your bad guy cards. So there's a good amount of the little bad guys. You might have to go through and separate out certain parts. I'd have to read the setup. But basically, you're gonna set up your game like so. After I move stuff. Get out of the way. You're gonna have 3 rows of enemies. Like that. And then these are not in the game. That sucks. And then you're going to have yours, which we'll just grab the first level items. So you have to have your hull, you have to have your cannon, and then you get a choice of sponsons or shock troops. I think I've said that now 5 times, so you understand. And then all those extra landship parts are out of the game. You pick your captain. We got Mr. Cedar. We don't have any advantage cards yet. And then you will see these dice represent the health. And so you'll sit here or stand. I don't know how you play your games. And you place all your health tokens, which are these dice, very reminiscent of Doom Pilgrim.
Huh?
No, I'm sorry. Doom Machine, not Doom Pilgrim. So then you can roll however many dice. So if you have 3 cards, you can roll 3 dice. So you roll your 3 dice. And then you're gonna wow, I rolled all 3s. So different. So you can choose your dice to pick on the card what each number of dice does. But I rolled 3 on all dice. So there's not exactly a lot of choice on my turn for this. So, stuck in the mud, can't do anything. Attack the left front. 2 damage to infantry, artillery, or to 1 mech. Alright, so sniper team. But it cannot be attacked. I probably should have shuffled them prior to. But you're getting the idea. And then there's high explosive shells, 1 damage to any frontline enemy unit. These can't be attacked. But say they could be attacked and we killed them, then they're out of the game. They're over here. And then these ones slide down and get revealed. And then, kind of like Space Invaders. There they slide down, you keep fighting back and forth. This can get very drawn out, sluggish, especially if you're rolling like crap. So that is the base game. If you like World War I style games, then you might like this. If you like steampunk, if you like mechs, I recommend this. If you just like to blow things up and pretend you're a tank captain, go for that. So that is the base. Now, let's look at the expansion, which this is No Man's Land 22 card expansion for Pocket Landship. The cards in this set add more variability to the main game, a mini scenario, and competitive play. So, No Man's Land, we can have Wonder Woman walk across and beat all the Germans for us, or we can do it ourselves.
Bitte was?
I don't know if the bad guys are Germans, but since it is World War I themed, it does inspire German thoughts.
Nein! Nein!
Like British against Germany, all the way back then. So here's your new rules on a much better sheet. Is that a little poster on the back, or is that just more rules? Alright, well, we do just have like a basic historical / futuristic style picture. That's what that tells me. So there's that. Now let's see these cards. Alright, so we get 2 more enemy cards, 5 more tank landship cards, a lot more commander cards, and 4 more advantage cards. So that is pretty cool. But mostly this game is played solo. It's just another dice manipulation. I'm sorry, these aren't commanders, these are drivers as well. So we get a new type of leader dude. We get drivers now to go with the commanders. And an admiral? Holy crap, what the hell? We got a president too? We just got admirals. He looks very intense. So we have those. Let's see the tanks. It's got new shock troopers, Terminator class, shock troops, instigator, class C tank A. Oh, you get a little baby tank. Little tiny baby tank. And then the hauler. That's pretty cool. How many times can I say pretty cool in one video? You will find out later. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Put him back where he belongs. Are these? Maybe I was wrong. Nope, these are all commanders. Oh, there's a driver. Is there any admirals in the base game? There are no admirals in the base game. Commander class Mech Alpha and Commander class Mech Beta. Ooh. Oh, these are like a level 5? Oh, these are gonna be hard. These are gonna be hard. So I will maybe do a playthrough on this game eventually. We shall see. But that is Pocket Landship. I picked it up because I believe I saw a YouTube video that was like the best solo games of all time. And then I was like, okay, I'm sold. What are they? And then it showed one of the games was this one, and I like dice manipulation style games, so I picked it up. And since I don't know why I sucked that out of frame, there we go. You guys can continue to look at it. It's not hidden. So reboxing this game, pretty easy. Like, there we go. Pretty much everything's reboxed. And then the big chunky dice. Oh no. Are we gonna have trouble getting the big chunky dice in it? We actually might. Hang on. I might. I'll have to Tetris this stuff in here to get this bad boy in here. Come on. There we go. And then the book. And then the fox. So that's Pocket Landship by Word Forge Games. It looks pretty fun. I will have to report back to you once I play it, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be a nice, fun dice manipulation style game where you gotta. It's kind of like more like a puzzle. These type of games, like when you're playing them, because you're like, I gotta make it right. So what can I do with this little dice? And at least that's how I think of it. So thank you for joining me on Unbox and Conquer. If you liked this video, like, subscribe, join us for more. We're still trying to reach 1,000. It'd be greatly appreciated if you help out. And I will see you in the next one.